Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So I'm in a little bit of a situation here. I am following your baby steps, and I'm currently have about $10,000 in debt in my car, and I'm planning to pay that off soon. But I'm thinking about the next baby step, which is just trying to pay the house off as fast as I can, right? So with that said, what is my situation right now? I have about $50,000 in the stock market. And that $50,000, I'm using the stocks that I have to put covered calls on my stocks. Therefore, it generates me about $2,000 per month, being very conservative, right? And I'm a little divided because I can put that money back into the stock and make even more, put more contracts onto that stocks and make more money, or I can direct all that premium that I receive for the stocks towards the payment of the car and the house. So I would like to, get a perspective from you. What would be the best way to go about that?
I don't think you have any concept of how much risk you're taking.
Okay.
You've hit with your covers. You haven't had a problem yet. And as soon as you miss one of those covers, you're going to realize that 2,000 is not your worst case scenario. Conservatively, a negative 10,000 is your worst case scenario.
Right.
Yeah, you're playing dice in Vegas, and you feel like you're taking no risk at all because you think you've got it figured out.
Yeah, you left out a very important word and a very important side of the equation. You said I can make. You didn't say potentially, and then you didn't say what could happen if you lose out.
Yeah, if you miss the cover, if you miss the call, if you miss your numbers, you know what I'm talking about. You can get upside down as fast as you can get right side up here, brother. 78%, statistically, 78% of the people who day trade stocks lose money. That's 8 out of 10. Okay. So yeah, I do not day trade stocks. I don't do puts. I don't do calls. I don't do options. I don't do covers. I don't do commodities. I don't screw with any of that stuff. I like the money that I earned too much to put it that much at risk. No, thank you. And I also don't play the roulette wheel in Vegas. So,
right.
They're all right there about the same level. So what would I do if I were in your shoes? I would sell the $50,000 in stock this instant, pay off your car, build your emergency fund, make sure you're putting 15% of your income into retirement. But Matt, you're like the guy who walked through the lobby of the casino and dropped 2 quarters in and hit.
Yes.
And you end up putting your whole freaking paycheck back in trying to replicate that bogus luck that you had that wasn't luck at all. It was them playing you. And that, you haven't bled yet from this. I can tell.
Yeah.
Because you think it works every time. And so it doesn't work every time, dude. I promise you. That's not how that business works. And so, you're risking and risking and risking and risking and risking and risking and risking with money you don't have, really, because you're broke. You got $10,000 in debt. You don't have an emergency fund. And,
mortgage.
If you got $2 million in net worth and a bunch of money laying around and you want to goof off with $50,000 and screw around with it on the roulette table or screw around with it doing day trading, go ahead. I got a friend of mine that does that. He thinks it's entertainment. I don't.
You don't do anything.
I don't do anything. I do not own a single stock.
I think that's so cool.
If someone handed me one today, I would sell it.
I love it.
And it's because I'm such a nerd, I know the probabilities.
Yeah.
I know that the moment I start thinking I can do a better job than a $1 billion mutual fund at analyzing stocks, the instant I think that is the instant I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I just don't do it. And consequently, I've got a lot of money because I don't lose it all the time. And so that's the deal. So Matt, I hope we're giving you a little something to think about. I don't know if we are or not, because I don't think you're in a very good place to hear this, because you're at the stage where you think you've got it figured out and everybody else is dumb. And that's a bad stage to be in. That's right before you lose a bunch of money. So I hope I can just scare you a little bit and you'll go ahead and stay away from this, but I don't know. Usually you got to lose some to figure it out. Or at least I lost $5,000 on a gold option. I took an option position on gold back before I went broke. And I had some money. I had a lot of money flowing in. I was in my 20s, and a buddy of mine came to me and he goes, "Hey, this guy's been picking these gold prices. We'll set our option number." And if y'all don't know how option works, you have I had the option to buy the gold at X, and if it was above that, that option was going to go 10X. I would have made 50 grand off that $5,000. Okay. And if the option number doesn't go above that, you lose 100% of what you put in.
Yeah.
So it's I don't get $5,000 back. I either get 50 grand or zero.
Oh, God.
But this guy hit 12 times in a row. He predicted the option prices. So me and my genius beer drinking buddy decides we've got this thing figured out because this guy's got it figured out. We're going with this guy because he's got a pattern going. He's got this thing figured out. Bull crap. And so I put $5,000 up, and you know where this is going.
Yeah, I lost
the $5,000. But I have a rule. I don't do stupid stuff 2 times. I only do stupid stuff once.
Fair enough.
So I've already got that one out of the way.
That's fair enough.
That one's out of the way. I don't ever have to do that stupid thing again. And then I get to tell Matt, please don't do it.
Well, I always say there's dumb decisions. There's 2 types of dumb decisions. It's the dumb decision that you're like, hey, this is my first rodeo. I didn't know any different. I tried what I thought could work and I was wrong. I learned from it, right? Then you've got the stupid decision where everyone's telling you, hey, like if you do that, you'll die. Like, don't do it. I've tried it. This is what happens. And then you go and do it anyway.
Because you think you're the exception of the rule.
That's the stupid choice you do not want to make.
That's the pride goes before the fall.
Oh, most certainly. Yeah.
And when I think I'm smarter than the averages, when I think I'm the guy that can beat the averages, that's when you're getting ready to take it on the chin.
The exception.
So, Matt, I hope we give you something to think about. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.